What if the secret to a richer, more fulfilling life wasn't about acquiring more, but about wanting less? This is a gentle, almost subversive question in our modern world. We're constantly encouraged from a very young age to strive for more success, more possessions, more experiences, more followers. The underlying assumption is that an increase in quantity will lead directly to an increase in happiness. But the promised satisfaction can feel strangely elusive. What if, instead, it's a state of being that we can cultivate right here in the present moment? What if true wealth has less to do with the contents of our bank accounts and more to do with the state of our minds? One that values peace over possessions, connection over competition. The modern world is a symphony of noise and haste. Our cities are filled with the constant roar of traffic, the chime of notifications, the perpetual hum of activity. We navigate through dense crowds, each person rushing toward their own urgent destination. Our days are structured around relentless schedules, packed with meetings and deadlines. We view rest as a luxury rather than a necessity. This constant state of alert can take a significant toll on our inner lives. We compare our lives to curated images on social media, often feeling that we're falling short. The fear of missing out becomes a constant companion, urging us to do more, see more, be more. The noise of modern ambition has, for many, become a cage rather than a ladder. It's this feeling of being trapped that leads us to seek a different way, a quieter path to a more tranquil existence. Rest. Simply be. In stark contrast to the clamor of modern life, we can imagine scenes of profound peace. Picture a quiet garden, bathed in the soft light of the late afternoon, the gentle rustle of leaves, the distant song of a bird. Or think of a group of friends gathered together, a simple wooden table sharing a meal. There's no rush. The easy rhythm of conversation, laughter, shared understanding. This is the world that Epicurus sought to create. He lived in a time of great political turmoil and social anxiety. Epicurus established a community just outside Athens, the Garden. Not an opulent estate, but a modest home and a plot of land. They withdrew from the relentless competition of the city. They grew their own food. They engaged in philosophical conversation. They supported one another through life's challenges. The garden was a sanctuary, a practical experiment in living well, a cool drink of water when thirsty, the warmth of the sun on your skin, enjoying the company of a trusted friend. Anything more, he argued, was unnecessary and often led to pain and anxiety. Of all the ingredients for a happy life, Epicurus placed the highest value on friendship. He famously wrote, "Of all the things which wisdom provides to make us entirely happy, much the greatest is the possession of friendship." In the anxiety-filled world of ancient Greece, having a circle of trusted, loyal friends was a profound source of security and comfort. These were the people you could rely on for material help and for emotional and psychological support. Inside the walls of the garden, friendship was the currency of daily life. They lived together, ate together, and talked together. They knew anxieties often grow in isolation, but when shared with a sympathetic friend, these fears can shrink. This regular supportive contact was a powerful antidote to the worries that plagued the wider world. Friendship is a relationship we consciously choose. We select friends based on shared values and mutual affection. We may have hundreds of online friends, but very few people we feel we can truly confide in. We need to actively cultivate deep, meaningful friendships. For in the end, it is not our accomplishments or possessions that will sustain us, but the love and support of our friends. A second crucial secret to Epicurean happiness lies in the profound appreciation of simple things. The philosophy teaches us to recalibrate our desires, turning our attention away from the extravagant and toward the easily attainable. There are those that are natural and necessary, like the need for food, shelter, companionship. There are those that are natural but unnecessary, like the desire for lavish meals or a luxurious home. And finally, those that are vain and empty: fame, power, immense wealth. The path to ataraxia involves focusing our energy on satisfying the first category and largely ignoring the others. Bread, cheese, olives. When you are genuinely hungry, these are peak pleasures. Simplicity is not deprivation but a shortcut to reliable contentment. It is about finding joy in fundamental elements: a walk in nature, the comfort of a warm bed, a meaningful conversation. By learning to value these simple joys, we insulate ourselves from disappointments of grander goals. It means practicing gratitude. When we can derive genuine pleasure from a sunset, a good book, or the quiet presence of someone we love, we have discovered a source of happiness that can never be taken away. We have learned the art of being easily pleased, one of the greatest skills for a peaceful life. Ultimately, the Epicurean path leads us to a single, liberating conclusion. True happiness is not found in having more, but in wanting less. It is the wisdom of knowing what is enough. Our society operates on the engine of more. This idea of limiting our desires can seem like failure, but for Epicurus, it was the very definition of freedom, to be independent of fortune and the opinions of others. When we have cultivated an inner life rich in friendship, simple pleasures, and self-sufficiency, we become masters of our own well-being. We find a stable, inner citadel of calm that cannot be shaken by the storms of the outside world. This is a quiet rebellion, a decision to step off the frantic treadmill and chart our own course toward contentment. Happiness is not about more, but about enough.